What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another Wizard 101 video. Today I'm going to be taking a look at the new Fantastic Fairytale Bundle. This bundle is available on GameStop.com as an e-card currently. I do not think it is in stores yet, just because it's kind of new. It was released May 28th, and it is for $39. I'll put the card up on the screen so you can see everything that comes with it, but I will be going over that in the video. I also want to take a second to appreciate the artwork on the bundle. Adam Rouge does an amazing job with the card covers and like everything that he does. So yeah, big shout out to him for doing the cover for this card. It looks really good. But I'm going to be taking a look at everything that is in the bundle. So currently I am in the Ever After Village, if I'm correct. That is what it's called, right? Yeah, okay. Ever After Village. I have taken a look around the house. I've redeemed most of the things, just because I did want to take a look at it over before the video, just so I know where I was going, so I wasn't lost. So I am going to start out with showing off the new mount. This one is called the Pumpkin Carriage right here. This is what it looks like. It is 40% speed. It is a 4-passenger mount. I will also put a screenshot up on the screen what it looks like with 4 players. But this is what it looks like with just me in it. You can kind of guess where everyone goes. This is what it sounds like. Forward, backward, and jumping, and I'm not gonna take the time to do the idle animation because I think it just moves itself upward a little bit and then back down. But this house is amazing looking. First of all, I love whoever put it together, but I do have some things that I don't like about it. That I am gonna start off before going over all the positives that I like. I don't like that there is no music in this house. I get it that there's no real world that this is dedicated to, but I feel like even some Avalon music could have gone with it. This is actually the Avalon Weird theme playing right now, and I feel like it fits the house really well. But that is one complaint I have. Another complaint is kind of some of the terrain, like this steep hill right here. It does cause some clipping issues. It's nothing major, it's just like something cosmetic that I don't really like the look of. And there is also like some hills you can't go up, like over there you can't walk up those hills, and you also cannot place items in this area down here, if I'm correct. Yeah, you can't place it on like the dirt, but you can place it in the grass, which I don't really like that much. It kind of takes away your freedom with decorating. But that's just some of the complaints I have, as well as this little kind of fencing over here, the wall around the entire bundle that is just kind of flat. I feel like I would like it a little bit more if it was 3D, or even if it just wasn't there at all and it was like I get it, the reason of it was kind of just to be, oh, it's kind of forested in. A lot of these fairy tales are based in a forest, but I feel like, I don't know, I just don't like it how flat it is. But everything else I really love with this bundle. I love the theming for each thing. I love how the houses look and everything. So let's go ahead and start looking over everything in the bundle. So we already have the Pumpkin Carriage out. This is what this looks like. It is basically the Cinderella bundle, or the Cinderella Pumpkin Carriage that they have on the Cinderella stories. So that is what that looks like. I also have, oh wait, I don't have the pet on me. This is what the pet looks like. It is called the Noble Toad. This one is based off of the Princess and the Frog, so this is what he looks like. It is basically the frogs from Imperia, and they just put a little crown on his head, and so he's the Princess Frog, or the Frog Prince. I am not doing too good. I also have a magic jump detector on it, so you can kind of see what it looks like bigger, if you wanted to. So yeah, he just has a little crown on top of his head. It's supposed to be the Frog Prince from the Princess and the Frog story. Now, I have not redeemed the Monarch's Attire and Poison Apple, just because I do want to keep these to look at the stats whenever our levels do eventually go up. But this is what each level for these looks like. 20, 30, 40, and I will also zoom in what the gear looks like. It is basically just a king or queen attire. I don't know what it looks like for females since I haven't checked it out on a female character yet, but this is what it looks like for males, and this is also all the stats for it. And so now let's also go to the poison apple. This is what this one looks like. It is very spooky looking. I do like the appearance of it. It's basically like a face, kind of skull-shaped apple, and it has poison dripping off of it and poison coming out of its eyes. It is very spooky, and I feel like a lot of people will utilize this in like Halloween kind of looks, or just during Halloween time in general. But yeah, there is all the stats for each level right there. I am not going to redeem those just because, like I said, I wanted to have those for future use in case there's a better version that comes out whenever the levels go up. But let's take a look around the house. So I'm going to actually start over here from Rapunzel's tower. So this is basically the tower from the Rapunzel stories. The story goes like Rapunzel was locked up in this tower for so long and her hair grew to the length of the tower, and that's how she escaped. If you've watched like any Rapunzel themed thing, you kind of know what that means. There's also a secret door behind this waterfall over here. That leads inside the tower, and I will show off the interiors after I show off all the exteriors. I'll also show off that portal a little bit later. Oh yeah, I can't walk over here. Like, that's what I mean. Like, I don't like how some of the terrain is. You can't walk on top of it. I'm just gonna turn this down just a little bit. This is the wishing well. A lot of good drops have actually come out of this. I've got an amber from this, so let's see what I get today. Okay, I got a red bell pepper. It's not that good, but I mean, hey, you get something free every single day. But you can get things every single day from this. It's basically just the daily collect of this house. It's based off of the Jack and Jill ran up a hill fairy tale or story. You guys probably know that one as well. And then if you go over this bridge right here, you're taken into the farm area. You can plant your plants right in these little, I don't know what these are called, but you can plant your plants kind of in the crop area. This house actually does give a garden boost, so your plants do get a like from this house. So that is one thing I really do like. So there's the main house right there. And then if you come over here down this path, you will find a giant shoe house. This is based off the old lady who lives in a shoe. So it's basically a giant house that looks like a shoe. And that's what that looks like. I kind of like how they incorporated that, how they made that look. Like it's just a giant like wood house, but it's shaped like a shoe. It's very creative how they did that. And then you come up here, and this is the three little pigs. You got the house made of hay, I think that's what it is, sticks, and then brick. And actually, when you're near these houses and inside of them, you can hear wolf howling, which I found is a really neat detail that probably not many people noticed. But yeah, you can actually hear wolf howling off in the distance. And then you're like, oh, this path ends over here, but little do you know, you can walk through here, and there is a gingerbread house from the Gingerbread Man story. This is what this looks like. And it's kind of just like in its own little area over here. I don't know like what this tree stump's about over here. It kind of seems random, but yeah. Well, this actually might not be based on the Gingerbread Man story. Now that I think about it, this might just be based off of like the candy house from that like witch story. I don't know. It could be any of them, to be honest. You can kind of, this is a house that you need to let your imagination run wild in. But yeah, those are all of the houses that are in this bundle. I think it's 7 in total if you count the 3 little pigs houses. So I am gonna go inside the gingerbread house first, just because we're already over here. This is what this one looks like. The floor is kind of like frosting with sprinkles on it. The walls are made out of gingerbread. The roof or ceiling is, I think that's kind of like licorice or taffy or something wrapped around, and there's frosting with little dots in it. And then this room over here, it has like a brownie floor with frosting and the same roof. I actually did not know this room was here before. I didn't check out the interior of the houses just yet, so they're gonna be kind of newer to me. I think I only checked out 2 so far, which was the Rapunzel Tower and the main one. So let's gonna go ahead and go on through here again. But yeah, the insides of the houses don't have music in them, and the outside does not have music either. That is just one kind of negative that I don't like about this house. So yeah, let's go ahead and go into the hay house, and I am going to turn up my sound effects just so you can hear the wolf howling. So yeah, you can kind of hear it right there. It was kind of fading out as the thing ended. So this is just a little hay house. You can place stuff in here. You can put a Benjamin in here. There we go. He's scared. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this back down just so it's not ear piercing. But yeah, you can basically hear wolf howling going through every single house, which I found pretty cool. And you can also hear it near the houses. Here's the stick house. It is a bit larger than the hay house, and it's made of sticks basically. If you've read the fairy tale, you understand like what each of these mean. And then if you go into the brick house, I think this is the biggest of the three. Well, yeah, I think it is the biggest of the three. And it is basically just a little brick house with a wood roof on it, and that is what this looks like, and you can still hear the wolf howling in here. So let's go ahead and go back out. That was the Three Little Pigs house. Now we're gonna go ahead down this path to the Lady in a Shoe house. I have not seen the interior of this one, so hopefully it is pretty good. I have seen some people complaining about the houses not having windows in them, and I feel like there's no windows inside, of course, and I feel like that could honestly be a plus side, because decorators have more freedom. They can place their windows where they want to place them. Say you can place a window right here and another window right here, but not have a window right here and have another window right here. You know, you kind of get freedom over where your windows are. So let me go upstairs. This is the first floor, if you're wondering. This is the second floor, and there's a little ladder right here that you can climb, and it takes you up into the third floor, and then the fourth floor right here. I did see where there was a balcony outside, but there's no door to a balcony inside here. I wonder what that's about. I kind of wish you were able to go on that balcony, just because it looks, I mean, it looks cool. You get like a kind of a higher view of the house. So let's go ahead and go through the rest of the house, going back through here, and we're gonna go through these, why did I say that so weird? We're gonna go through the main house right here, and walk through that. So this is the inside of this one right here. Your bank's right here to the right of you. It kind of looks similar to the Red Barn Farm, just it has some changes. It's kind of smaller, I guess you would say. I think, yeah, these rooms right here, and the stairs usually were in that right room, and so this is in the middle now. And then you can come upstairs right here, and there's some more rooms to your left and right, and so that's what that looks like. Let me go ahead and go back downstairs, and I think there is a secret wall. Yeah, there's a secret wall right here, and this takes you through here. And if you're wondering where I'm at, I am actually in the second house that was connected to this one, the little barn that you saw. So you can basically go through like this little barn doors right here and walk through, and there's like a little noise that plays that kind of sounds like doors opening and closing. But yeah, you can walk through there to get through to here, and then you can walk out and you're over here. So I found that as a neat little touch. Now we're gonna go ahead and go over here to the Rapunzel Tower and walk through it. Here is the doors to it, and this is what the inside of it looks like. So this is the second floor, if I'm correct, because I think there's a floor below this one. I'm just gonna call it first floor just in case. So that was the first floor. You can walk through this hallway and get to the second floor right here. And then if you walk up the stairs even more, or I guess you would call this more of a pathway instead of stairs. But then here is floor 3. And that is actually the last floor. I don't think there's any secret areas up here. I don't understand why there would be. So let me go ahead and start running back down and go to the pathway down below, because that is actually where the waterfall leads to. So the waterfall and the Rapunzel Tower are actually connected, so I guess it's kind of a reference to maybe an escape path that Rapunzel could have had, or just the initial entrance to the Rapunzel Tower, since the main door was like locked in the fairy tale or whatever. So let's go ahead and go down to the... Okay, so there is not a floor down here, it's just a hallway. I didn't remember correctly, I guess. But this takes you outside right here behind the waterfall. Yeah. So I am actually going to go through this teleport right here. I had glitched up to an area up there. So this is basically the like all of the main house. There's a PvP arena over here, but that's pretty much it. I don't think there is anything else left. I know you can fish right here and get some like exclusive items like wallpapers and stuff. But other than that, I don't think there is anything else to the house. That was like all of the houses and everything to cover. So let's go ahead and go through this teleporter right here. And there's actually a secret little area up here, and you can fish up here. So you can kind of like, you could have like a little aerial view of everything up here. You can kind of see the behind of the trees right here. So it kind of just falls off, but you are not meant to go up here, so I can understand they just didn't do that because they didn't need to. But this is the secret area. You can see the skybox a bit more, and you can actually fish up here and catch some things, and then if you ever want to go down, you can just run down. But yeah, that is everything in this bundle, if I'm correct. I'm hopefully not missing anything. If I am, well, rip me then. But I am pretty sure that is everything that comes with this bundle. And overall, I feel like the bundle was one of the best bundles out there. I love the house. It gave so much room, and it gave a lot of freedom to people who wanted to decorate. The wishing well gives really good rewards from what I've seen so far. Like, people have been getting, I think, pets from it, and I've gotten amber from it before, so this could be a good source of amber. The pet is definitely the cutest one in the game. Like, hello, you cannot deny that this little Imperia frog is cute. Hello, it's amazing. Like, let me make him big again. Like, look how cute he is. Like, hello? This is the cutest thing in the game. And then I really like the mount. I do wish that the sound effects were a bit quieter on it, because I do have my sound effects like pretty low. They're not that loud. And they're still pretty loud. But other than that, I just really love this bundle. This pet is adorable. The mount looks great, especially with the 4 people on it. I do like the little secret area up there that you can go to. And I honestly feel like I would give this bundle a 9 out of 10, just because I would have gotten a 10 out of 10, but just the little things in the houses that kind of like irked me, like the fact that there's a clipping issue right here just because of how steep this hill is. Like, I wish that the hill was kind of just a more kind of gradual feel, and it kind of just sloped down slowly into this path down here, even if that meant raising this ground right here a little bit more. But I'm not a designer. I don't know how hard or easy that is. But yeah, I do really love the house. I really love the bundle. And yeah, that is my review of this bundle. If you would like to purchase this bundle, I will leave a link to it in the description where you can buy it on GameStop.com, and I'll also link Legends of the Spiral, because we do have a couple of those that are probably going to pop up in the store every now and then, as well as we might be giving away one at one of our upcoming events. I'm not going to say anything for sure, but there's a chance of things happening. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment how you felt about the bundle. I personally just really love it. I love the feel of it. I love the look of it. And yeah, I will see you guys later. Bye!